Everybody, is DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Kanye West.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, it appears that Kanye is no longer a fan of Donald Trump. He has gotten rid of everything on his Twitter account, referencing his support for Donald Trump. Now, according to sources, it says that basically the Muslim ban and other actions were the catalyst for his decision. He doesn't agree with a lot of things that Donald Trump has done since he has taken office. Even though we went to go meet with him and has said he would have voted for him, now he's, I guess, having a change of heart.
You know the irony of that situation? That's exactly how I feel about Kanye. Sometimes you like him.
Sometimes
you don't. Mm-hmm. You know?
In the meantime,
I have changed the hearts about that guy all the time.
Kim Kardashian West is actually retweeting people that want Kanye to perform next year at Super Bowl's halftime show.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Would that
be
be a good halftime?
He got enough hits, yeah. That'd be dope.
At this moment, I don't care. To be honest with you, that would be good. I mean, I'd like to see Kanye, Ariana, or even Drake. I feel like all of them have the status to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Mm-hmm. You know?
All right, Remy Ma and Papoose, they were on The Real, and we already told you guys about the unfortunate situation with Remy Ma suffering from a miscarriage and then having to undergo emergency surgery to have her fallopian tube removed. Here is Remy on The Real talking about it.
This happened to me before when I was a kid. I was a teenager, the first time I ever got pregnant. I had an ectopic pregnancy then. I literally passed out. I went to the hospital. They did a sonogram, and it was black. I literally was bleeding and turning. They rushed me into surgery. Oh. As a female, you have two fallopian tubes. This is where the egg that gets you pregnant comes from. It comes down the fallopian tube and it plants in the uterus to grow. But it's an ectopic pregnancy when the egg connects with, it starts to fertilize in the tube. So your tube, it expands until the point that it can't expand anymore. And then that's when the internal bleeding and things like that happen.
Does it burst?
Yeah.
So sad. And Papoose actually spoke out as well about how he was feeling during this whole time.
I mean, that was the saddest day of my life. When she told me the news, I was extremely happy. We was thinking of names. I mean, I would wake up in the morning, the first thing I would see is my future child, Wow. And for it to take a turn like that, it was just like a roller coaster, and it went down. But honestly, when I got the news, she had to go into emergency surgery. Oh. So I was devastated about my child, but I was just like praying, like, I hope my wife is going to be okay.
Drop one of the clues bombs with Papoose, damn it.
He's great. Such a great couple.
I know. Mm-hmm. Every woman wants Papoose to be their Valentine next week. Why can't you be more like Papoose?
All right, now J.R. Smith has also given an update on his daughter, Dakota. She was born prematurely, and he and his wife welcomed their daughter in October. She was born 5 months early at just 1 pound. So he has been keeping his fans updated on her progress, and he actually posted a picture holding his daughter on his chest. He said, "Today is one of the greatest days of my life. Today I get to hold my youngest for the first time. God is great. Hashtag Dakota Strong."
No, God bless J.R. Smith and his family.
Absolutely.
You want to continue to depress us, Angela Yee? Do you have anything? Anything
well,
else?
that's a good story. The baby's growing.
I mean, yeah, but
the baby's still alive, and he got to hold his baby for the first time.
Drop on the clues bombs.
That is a great story.
That's a great story.
It's an amazing story.
That's positive.
That's
amazing.
A miracle.
Amazing.
If you ever vote, you can see a picture of him holding his little baby.
I saw that yesterday. I did, actually.
All right, now Billboard.com is actually going to be launching Billboard Hip Hop now, and in celebration of that, they did a whole list.
What?
Yeah, they're doing their whole own Billboard Hip Hop, not just Billboard.com, but now a Billboard Hip Hop site.
Why do they keep treating hip hop like it's some niche genre? Hip hop is pop culture now, you idiots.
Well, in celebration of that, I guess they feel like there's so much going on. It needs its whole own platform.
They need more information.
I think it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's called music. It's called the industry of music is hip hop, sir.
Just so much going on. So they actually put together a string of milestones and rap chart facts. I want to see what you guys know about this. Okay, you ready to test yourself?
Sure.
All right, rapper with the most Hot 100 number ones. Most number ones.
Ludacris.
Drake.
It's actually a three-way tie. Ludacris is on that list.
Okay.
He has 5. Puff Daddy is also on that list. And Eminem, of course,
I was off.
is on that list. But Eminem is the only one who's a lead act on all 5 of his. Puff Daddy's a lead act on 4. Ludacris is a lead act on 2.
Give me another one.
All right, longest running number 1 rap song.
Puff
this is
Daddy.
also a 3-way tie.
I'll go Diddy.
Fat Joe Lean Back.
You guys are both wrong.
Hold on,
And
number
this is
one
for
rap
12,
song?
longest running number 1 rap song. 12 weeks on the charts. 3-way tie.
Wasn't Diddy with that mission?
I don't know. Give him to me.
It was Wiz Khalifa, See You Again.
Always, yeah.
50 Cent in the club.
The Black Eyed Peas, Boom Boom Pow.
That don't count as no
Yeah,
damn
that's
rap.
not the rap. That's not rap.
And Lose Yourself, Eminem.
Eminem. Okay.
12 weeks. All right, highest selling rap album. There's only one person.
Highest selling rap album. Gotta be that Eminem.
11 million.
Has to be
Eminem something.
Eminem, the
Okay.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Has to
And
be
the last
Eminem.
one I'm going to give you guys, longest running number one rap song.
Number one.
This song was number one for 21 weeks
Wiz Khalifa.
back in 1990.
Back in 1990.
90.
Vanilla Ice, Baby. MC Hammer, you can't touch this. Which one?
1990.
It was rap album was Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Us.
Please Hammer. That
Please
was
Hammer,
a
don't
drop
hurt
on a
us.
clue bomb for MC Hammer, damn it.
21 weeks at number one. All right.
I met MC Hammer once.
I was there.
What was that?
I
Was
took
it a
a picture of
hurricane?
you guys. It was when Hurricane Sandy had hit.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
we were
I
all
met him.
staying at the same hotel, and he was at the bar. I said, "Look, there go Hammer."
And I was like, oh my
I said,
God.
and then I said, "You guys take a picture together because I'm good for that."
I had to go chop it up with him. Is that Hammer? I had to grab my heart. Is that Hammer? You can't touch
I
this.
interviewed him one time, and
I did too.
I think he told me. He said, "If you, what he say? He says I came up here to test a coward's heart." So if all that.
What?
You
Yeah.
think Hammer won't whip your ass and then do the
No.
typewriter dance while you
Why
laid
did
out
he
on the
say
floor
that to
bleeding?
you?
if
Because we was
want
making fun of him on the way up there. And,
to. See?
and he
Typical New
definitely-
York stuff. Trying to clown
definitely-
Hammer.
Yep.
Hammer, whip your ass.
I
boy.
love Hammer now. He threatened me so crazy.
Hammer making a lot of money in the tech industry now.
He sure is.
That's what we talked about that night.
If Hammer would
Or
have
that
beat
hurricane.
your ass, that would have been hilarious.
Hammer's
Why?
ex-military. You
Hammer
crazy?
is from
I know,
the
but it
hood
just
of
would've been-
Oakland.
It
He
just would have
boxing.
been a great story.
Oh, what no? After he came up there, told you, I was kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why you think they named the album Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him?
That's right.
Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him.
And we
Don't
gotta
test
pray.
the coward's heart.
I was doing all that. I said, Hammer's coming out bad. Pray.
Y'all
I
don't
was
give
saying all
Hammer no
types of stuff.
respect. How can this Black History Month and y'all don't pay no homage to Hammer?
You
man?
right.
When the last time you played some Hammer in your mix show, Envy? This is disrespectful. You don't shout him out on his birthday.
That's how I
Nothing.
do. Do you shout
Hammer
out
got the high. No, but that ain't the point. Hammer got the highest selling album of all time.
You
But
right.
you don't give him no respect.
You right.
Longest number one album.
When is Hammer birthday? Hammer gonna get some respect.
He
then
definitely gonna
one
get some
day.
respect.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
Let me look this up. I don't want no problem with MC Hammer.
Can't
Hold
believe
on.
y'all don't pay homage to Hammer.
March 30th.
March 30th.
Oh, next month y'all better show Hammer some damn respect on March 30th.
You damn right.
You hear me? I want to hear Too Legit to Quit. I want to hear Pumps and the Bumps.
Pumps and the bumps.
I want to hear
Pumps and the
Pray.
bumps. I like the
Okay?
girls with the bumps and the bump.
You
All right.
better show him some respect.
You
man.
got it. Shout out to MC Hammer. All right. Charlamagne.
What?
For giving that donkey too.
Listen, man. This is a classic story of how niggas gon' nig. All right?
Niggas gon' nig.
Niggas gon' nig. Niggas of all colors, too. I keep telling y'all, it ain't got nothing to do with being black. It got to do with a mindset, okay? And this is nig stuff I ain't never heard of it.
All right. We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey man, hit me with the hero.
Yes, the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Yes. Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, February 7th goes to Robert Martinez Gill. Now, back in the 90s, Robert was convicted on drug trafficking charges. He was given a life sentence for conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute cocaine and heroin. But back in 2015, he was commuted by former President Barack Obama. Now, let me give you a little backstory on Robert M. Gill. He's 68 years old. He's been in prison since 1990, okay? But President Obama set him free along with other non-violent federal inmates in 2015. President Obama said, I'm signing his release because Robert has demonstrated the potential to turn his life around. Now, it is up to him to make the most of this opportunity. That is the key word, kids, opportunity. All right. Robert's prison ward also stood up for him, saying, Robert has reformed and rehabilitated himself and poses no threat to the outside world, end quote. You would think everything the prison warden and President Obama said would be true, especially for a 68-year-old man who has been in prison for 25 years. If you had a life sentence, every day of your life, you'd be in there praying, wishing on a star. You got a rabbit's foot, green clovers, yellow moons, yellow and orange stars, pink hearts, all the lucky charms in the world. You asking God, please give me another chance. Please don't let my life end this way. And then one day you get that golden ticket. You get that news that President Obama is going to pardon you. You get the news that Ray and Claude wanted to get throughout the whole movie life. You get that blessing to be pardoned. And what do you do with it? Well, I'll let you know what Robert Martinez Gill did with his. Go to KLEN TV for the report, please.
A 68-year-old San Antonio man whose life sentence was commuted by President Barack Obama is back in jail. Police say he crashed his car into another vehicle while fleeing officers after a drug deal. On Thursday, he had already been serving a life sentence for dealing drugs when President Obama freed him in 2015, but now he's back behind bars.
Niggas gonna nig, bro. Niggas gonna nig. Don't matter the color. It's a mindset. Okay, Robert Martinez went and met with his probation officer, and then immediately after leaving his PO, went to a parking lot of a food market to buy more than 2 pounds of cocaine.
No way.
Okay, when the police caught him, he admitted he was going to sell cocaine to make money and will be paying a female 26 grand for the cocaine. I can't stand to see someone waste an opportunity someone else would have made the most of. Okay, that pardon could have been for Big Meech. It could have been for some political prisoners like Assata Shakur, Matula Shakur. What about Edward Snowden? Play the clip from KLN TV again, please. Pull it. Get the clip, boy.
It's up.
68-year-old San Antonio man whose life sentence was commuted by President Barack Obama is back in jail. Police say he crashed his car into another vehicle while fleeing officers after a drug deal. On Thursday, he had already been serving a life sentence for dealing drugs when President Obama freed him in 2015, but now he's back behind bars.
Now, if insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, then I don't know what getting a life sentence, going to jail for 25 years, getting a miraculous pardon, and coming home to start selling bricks again is called. Okay, they don't need to send him back to jail. They need to put Robert Martinez Gill in a psych ward, put him in a straitjacket, and feed him pills for the rest of his life. Okay, and when you let him out that straitjacket, just let him sit around and try to lick his elbow, because something is clearly wrong with this man. Okay, the last time I saw somebody blow an opportunity like this, it was this team called the Atlanta Falcons Sunday night in the Super Bowl. Okay, kids, listen, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Robert Martinez Gill got his opportunity after failing, but he didn't handle it intelligently this time. He blew it. Why? Because it doesn't matter what race you are. Nigging is an attitude. And it's two things you need to know. Some donkeys just sell themselves, and niggas gonna nig. Please give Robert Martinez Gill the biggest hee-haw, please.
How old was he, you said?
68 years old.
68?
I actually meant to give him some sweet sounds and the hammer tones, but you know what? He needed a hard hee-haw this morning.
68?
68 years old. You've been in jail since 1990.
He wanted to go back.
He didn't know anything.
You think
else.
he had a boyfriend in there?
Yeah, I think he had a boyfriend.
He had a bae.
He had a bae.
He had a bae, man.
Missed his bae.
Yeah, he had a bae. He's 68 years old, man. Don't no woman know how to make him get it up no more. He need that iron jaw behind them walls.
My goodness.
All right.
All right, well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, what are we doing next?
I have no idea. Y'all didn't play in this part of the show?
Yes, we did. We were talking about what we discussed yesterday with Mariah Carey and her $250,000 wedding dress that was designed by Valentino.
Yeah, what was that?
So her video with YG, where she talks about her breakup.
Mariah Barry, okay.
Yes, Mariah Carey. And in that video, she burns her dress. That dress was a Valentino $250,000 dress. You can see it featured on her show, Mariah's World.
Okay.
And we're asking, when you break up with somebody, what are the things that you do? Do you get rid of the items that person gave you? Some people tell you should put it in a box and put it away. Some people give the stuff back. Some people donate it to charity.
Depends
Some
how much
people
it costs.
Keep it.
It depends what it is.
Yeah, it depends what it is.
Really?
That's all it says. Depends what it is.
Like if somebody buys you something expensive, let's say they buy you a car, right?
A car?
You gonna get rid of the car?
You could trade it in and get something else.
Depends what kind of car it is.
Because some people don't even want to have that item anymore. Like
they need to grow up.
Like if somebody got you a nice Cartier watch, you could trade it in and get something else, so it's not the same exact one.
That's why
I had an ex-boyfriend who asked for his stuff back when we broke up.
That's cool.
Listen, if y'all not married and you just dating a woman, that's why you always keep the receipts. Because when y'all break up, you can always say she stole it from you.
All right. Well,
Okay,
800-585-1051. How do you deal with an ex's items after a breakup? All right. The question again, 800-585-1051. How do you deal with an ex's item after a breakup? Call us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.